welcome everybody to Everyday People with your host Jesus Washington. And today is a different episode, and today is an episode I'm going to talk about my new show. And my new show is called the this is my second podcast. It's called Walking with Jesus, and I'm going to tell you some of my personal life experiences, why I'm doing this show, and how this came about. But I wanted to thank Vito Pennsylvania, and I also wanted to thank Derek Smith, the engineer, for coming up with the idea with walking with Jesus. And so this is what today's show is going to be about. And I'm going to have two of the guests that are going to be on the first two episodes with Walking with Jesus. And the first episode is we're gonna have a phone call at 5:20, and then we're gonna have a phone call at 5:40. So the first phone call is gonna be with Bridget, and Bridget is one of the owners of Pingree Farms, and we had shot the episode over there at Pingree Farms, and it's in Detroit, on 7 Mile. And the other guest, the who we shot with, is Stephanie, and Stephanie is with Imaginarium Circus, and that's gonna be the second episode with Walking with Jesus. But I took some notes, so basically, so that I can keep on track with my thoughts and everything. So I wanted to share with you and tell you my spiritual journey. I wanted to talk about my spiritual journey on this earth in the first few minutes before we received the phone call, and I wanted to tell you how this came about. And I'm gonna tell you that, like, there was a time in my life where I questioned everything. I questioned everything that I was taught. I questioned my existence. I questioned just the people around me, just everything. And that was like within the past 6 years. I was just questioning life, and I wanted to know the truth about life, and I wanted to know the truth about this world. And basically, what happened was I took a journey to learn more because I grew up a Muslim. So I wanted to learn more about Jesus, and I was born in Israel, but I never really got acquainted with, like, getting to know my roots and where Jesus came from. And I took a journey the past 3 years. I was traveling around the states, and there was one time, like 2 years ago, I took a trip. I literally took like 2 months of my life to figure it out. And what I did was I traveled within the states. I went from Michigan, and my intention was to go all the way to Washington D.C. to, and not only just Washington D.C., but to pass through all the states to get to Washington D.C. And visit like different graveyard sites. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to be close with this man that 8 billion people keep people keep mentioning his name. 8 billion humans keep mentioning his name, Jesus. And so I took my journey to the grave, and that's what I did. And when I was there, I was like taught the Bible. I got closer with the figure Jesus, and I learned how, like, so many people gravitate towards him because of his character. And his character was loving. He was a loving person. He was an honest person. He had integrity. He had, it's just a lot of good characteristics with Jesus. And I wanted to know why people, um, were so obsessed with Jesus. I wanted to know why they were so obsessed. So that's why I took it to the graveyard, and I went through my journey. And so when I went through my journey, it made me realize, it gave me information. I was Googling like a lot of information about Jesus and what he did in this world. And from the time that he existed, and then after he died, and how he influenced people on a massive level. And we're not talking about one or two people. We're talking about 8 billion people. Like, if they don't believe in him, at least they know his name. And this journey helped me find out the truth. and it helped me get in touch with who I really am. So when I took it a step further, um, I wanted to change my name, and I wanted to go through that process because I wanted to take full control of myself and who I am in this world. And I have like very like similar characteristics like to this man that people mentioned. And I tattooed JW, Jesus Washington, on my arm like I in 2018. That's when I got my tattoo. But I didn't fully come up with the name Jesus Washington not until 2021. That's when the name was like revealed to me when I was going through my spiritual journey. And that's how like my name came about, and that's how my journey started with the name Jesus. And I wanted to basically, when I was going through my journey, I was walking through the streets of Michigan, and I was going through to a lot of businesses, and I was just watching, just like I because I drive a lot, so and when you're driving, you don't really pay attention to a lot of things. You're just basically like focused on the traffic, or that's all you're really focused on, but you're not really focused on the different businesses that are around us, and the different things that people are doing out here. So when I took a walk, I literally walked from 8 Mile to Birmingham, and it was like a whole day walk. It literally took me a whole day to walk from 8 Mile to Birmingham, and Birmingham back to 8 Mile. And so it was a beautiful journey because I got to see, and it was like during the pandemic too. So a lot of people were going through, and we're still, I guess, going through healing from the pandemic. And me, during the pandemic, personally, I wanted to focus, or I was focusing on all the good things that are happening in this world. And I was like keeping track of all the different businesses that I was going to, and I was like, I kept it in my notes. Uh, I didn't know why for during that time, but now this is like the time to like reveal it, because it made me look at all the positive things during the pandemic. And even though there was a lot of things going on, just wars and just different things going around different around the world, I wanted to focus on things that are actually happening in this world that are positive. And so I did, and I took that walk. And so this show called Walking with Jesus basically promotes the different international businesses that we have here in Michigan. And those businesses, they could be like older businesses or businesses that opened after the pandemic. And I wanted to showcase these people because they not only make themselves happy, but they know how to make other people happy. And there's so many things that are going on out here. There's so many things that people are doing, and I wanted to basically bring out the beautiful things that are people that are doing out here, and they want to share with the world. And this is what Walking with Jesus is all about. It's about all the businesses, not just businesses, all the different people and all the different businesses here in Michigan that came together to make Michigan what it is today. And if it's not for all those people coming together, we wouldn't have the great Michigan. And I say Michigan, I'm not like from a like a specific area. I just say Michigan because I've been here for 29 years, and I like to represent the whole entire state of Michigan. Um, and there's just a lot of things that are happening, and there's a lot of things that are people actually sitting down with themselves to come up with ways to make a change in this world. And I wanted to bring those people on, and I wanted to talk about why they do the things they do, what made them do the things they do. And then at the end of the story, the way I look at it, and when I was going through my spiritual journey, I noticed that there's 8 billion of us that are trying to figure it out. We all go through different emotions and different spiritual experiences in this world. And to be honest with you, I don't think anyone knows the truth. I don't think anyone knows the truth. But you kind of like lead the way. For me, I led the way because I wanted to see love, I wanted to see harmony, I wanted to see peace. So I knew I had to create that. And 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 this was like a really really like a great moment for me because this is something that I contemplated for a long time, and not only contemplated but like prayed to the universe, you know, to figure out uh, my existence and to figure out other people's existence, but most importantly to find out why I'm here. And this is like a part of my journey in this world, to bring out the best in myself and the other people that I'm also around. And I wanted to also talk about how like we all go, 8 billion of us go through different experiences, and if we share our stories and if we come together in this world, we can see that we have more common things to share with each other than things uncommon, because we all go through different things, and we, you know, but it's just the communication part. People don't know how to talk about the different things that they go through. So this is like a, because when you're creating a business or creating an idea for the world to see, no one gets to see the process of what's, you know, the making of what you see in the present day. And like I bring, you know, I wanted to have the owners or the people on the episodes to tell you how they did it. What was the idea? What was the concept? What was the thinking? What was the process that they went through to become who they are today and do the things that they do today, and to continue on with their life and continue doing great things to promote love, to promote peace, to promote harmony in this world, and to make that change. So it's not just really talking about it. A lot of people talk about it, but manifesting it and literally bringing it to reality is the difficult part. And I feel like that's my part that I play in this world, that I bring that. And it's because it's hard for people to do that. But I am that, and I know how to bring it out of myself and bring it out of other people as well. And it's a gift. It literally is a gift. And I embrace my gift. I embrace my gift to be able to sympathize with myself and sympathize with 8 billion humans without a judgment, without, um, you know, just purely love, purely harmony, and purely peace. Just thinking about people, you know, when I whoever I come across, and that's what we're here for. We're here to basically connect with each other, and walking with Jesus is basically. You know, to you know, walking with Jesus basically promotes people that are doing things out here, regardless of the circumstances and what's going around in the world. And I do want to say also, um, there was a report from the CDC that came out, and they said that the pandemic is finally over and everyone is immune to COVID. And that's great news. After, like, since 2020 to 2022, it's 2 years in the pandemic, and, you know, going on three almost. So for it to end is a beautiful thing for everyone. And so, you know, it would be really nice to bring out the beautiful things that are happening, the positive things that are happening, and to share it with all of you, and to basically give you give you a glimpse of what's really out here in Michigan, and all the things that we do out here. Even though we all went through a lot of changes. So I do want to thank you for watching every single week and being dedicated viewers, and for supporting. And I just want to thank all of you for being consistent and supporting this show, everyday people. And I I just want to basically thank all of you for continuing to basically getting, become engaged with this show. And I go through like my different social media, and a lot of people, they're like, wow, you are still standing, that's great, you're doing a great job, and I really appreciate that. It pushes me to do better, and it pushes me to bring out more, and to bring out more and show you more what's out here. So I just want to thank you for watching Everyday People live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and top social media platforms. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and make sure you share. It's really, really important that you share the videos so that it can grow, and more people can be more engaged with the show. And you sharing the show um, helps support, everyday people. And I just want to thank WJZZ, Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And I also want to thank my sponsors. I want to thank Pink Cab Express for sponsoring Everyday People. And if those of you who want to sponsor this show, you can hit this Cash App, capital J 112233, capital W. And that's the Cash App to Everyday People if you want to help support the show and make it grow, and showcase more and more people on it, and more positive things on the show. And I also want to basically give out an announcement. Samantha is basically going to host um, the Holistic Festival on September 10th, 2022. And it's a holistic event, so there's going to be a lot of yoga, there's going to be a lot of healers. It's going to be very creative, and you should come out and you should support the holistic community, and the things that they do out here. It's going to be a really, really great event on September 10th. And I also want to also give a shout out to the Senior Expo and Health Fair. So on August 27th, 2022, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., they're going to be hosting a Senior Expo and Health Fair Wellness. So if you guys want to also check that out, um, for your health, that would be beautiful. So, and in the meantime, I am basically, we are expecting a phone call from Bridget. And Bridget is the first guest on Walking with Jesus. And her husband basically have a farm called Pingree Farms. And Pingree Farms is close to, like it's like on, like off of 7 Mile. It's in Detroit. It's in Michigan. And they have animals there. They have organic produce. And here she is on the phone. Bridget,
Yes.
how are you, Habibti?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Well, thank you. I was just talking about you in a good way.
Wonderful.
Never bad.
How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How about yourself?
Doing good. Lots of weeds. Definitely overwhelmed with weeds, but working hard at it.
You're always working hard
Every day of the week.
every day of the week. So I want you to tell everyone. So you're one of the owners of Pengree Farms, right? And you are
Yes, my
going.
husband and his father, yes.
Yes, you and your husband have Pengree Farms, and it's in Detroit, Michigan. And I want you to tell everyone. So you are the first episode with Walking with Jesus, that's going to premiere very soon. And what is your day like the minute you wake up? Like the minute you wake up and you step out the door, what is it like?
It is chore time. Start with feeding all the animals and then head down to Detroit, feed all the guys down there, make sure they're all good, Then I go out into the field. I get it. Usually got to start weeding or weed whacking or mowing or picking up trash or harvesting. Then I meet with a lot of people that help with the organization that volunteer, either volunteers that are weeding or picking or food pantry or other local organizations that feed the homeless or community outreach, stuff like that. After I deal with that, sometimes I'm doing office work for like USDA because we're USDA certified for our animals. So I'm making sure our records, their animal wellness is being taken care and met to their standards. And then I'm trying to either fix something that is either broken because that's farm life, right?
Yes,
Or
definitely.
I am helping out with other local gardens and stuff like that. I mean,
So
gosh,
your
it's
day is
different every
full.
day. It's different every day.
It's different every day.
Oh yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, who do you do it for?
The gardens or the
Everything,
animals?
like Pingree Farms, like you know what I mean? Because it's dedication.
So the
It's a lot of
so the
dedication.
animals, we have a 4-H program, and we have the Mahindra Agricultural Learning Center, Animal Science Center, and what we do is we teach local and even some that are not so local kids that meet up and have a 4-H program, learn about animal husbandry, taking care of chores, doing wellness checks, teaching them about every part on the animal, the birthing cycle, stuff like that, feeding regimens. But yeah, and that they go to fair and they do shows. So we mainly teach them how to show and showmanship. And there's a judge, there's an audience. They get to go in the show ring with their animal and like really represent what their knowledge and their skill that they have handling the animal, and they're judged based upon. So fair was just a few weeks ago, and we ended up cleaning house with the goat show. We got first,
Wow,
second, and third.
congratulations! I'm proud of
We got
all of
first
you.
in sheep. Yeah, we got first and a second, and another first for rabbits, and each one is in each different class. So the kids and their class, that's what they have. There's beginner, intermediate. There's a senior. There's a few different classes that, and it's ages 4 to 18. I think they might have even went to 19 now. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check that. But yeah, so we work with kids ages through that range, and we also have JVS that comes out and helps us out. So I'm working with JVS, and they're Jewish Vocational Services, and it's special needs adults that are coming down and like cleaning up like the facilities and sweeping and like taking care of the chickens and the rabbits, or to help after we pick, organize everything in food boxes where it needs to go, like all the tomatoes there, peppers here, cucumbers there. So they're helping out, doing their part. And the gardens right now, we're working with a few of them, working with some local churches. We're working with one of our recent ones, we're Be Red Community Outreach, Motor City, Michigan Mission. There we go. And we got, they do homeless dinners, and they take the food and do that as well. We also gave them a few stew birds and a ham and some other stuff from our animals as well. And let's see.
You guys are doing
Detroit
tremendous
Food
work in
Rescue
Michigan.
really helps us. What now?
You guys are doing tremendous work in Michigan.
Thank you.
Go ahead, continue.
No, I was just saying, when we don't know where things are going to, we usually hit up Detroit or Food Rescue Detroit, and they connect us in the right ways to meet with people and have them come get our produce so it doesn't go to waste. Because sometimes, I mean, we're just getting an abundance right now. We're having a lot of people out in the community. Our garden is, you pick for the community, so as long as you're not taking everything and leaving some for others and only picking what you need and respecting the plants. And if you start helping us weed, that would be great as you're out there pulling the fruit and harvesting all of that, and you can just throw in any cucumber vines that are hanging out, just toss them in, and
Yeah.
do stuff like that as you're harvesting. Just because if you're taking, we love to see you contributing.
Right.
So we do have
Definitely.
volunteer days. Our volunteer days right now are Friday, Saturday, and I think we just started adding Monday to it.
Wow. Yes, for those of you, who would like to come out and support Pingree Farms and volunteer at the farms here in Michigan, Detroit, it's always so. How can they register to volunteer?
So right now we're meeting out in the fields, whatever field we have a sign out. It's going to be a white sign with a Pingree Farms logo in the center. It's going to be orange and black and yellow, a little bit of yellow in the middle, but
Orange is like
mainly
this one.
orange
I'm
and
wearing
black. And
orange today. You can't miss the
what?
sun.
Right, exactly. So there's a sign out there, and that's the field we're working in. And from 9 to 12, so 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., we're out there weeding, harvesting fruit and vegetables and herbs because we've got a lot of stuff out here.
Yes, you guys are definitely teaching life skills to everyday
Yeah,
people.
you're learning a lot as you're doing it. It's the way you learn is by coming out here and doing it. It's not going to be on the on the phone or I don't know YouTube. YouTube's a great start, but it's going out here making the mistakes and doing it yourself. It's easier to learn.
Definitely, like you're out in the field, you're teaching them one on one how to plant, right? How to take care of animals, how to feed animals, all of that. So it's
Yeah,
definitely it's something to for all the viewers that are watching. It's a beautiful opportunity to come out as a family, to bring out your kids, to check out. It's like a family field trip. You guys can take a family field trip to Pingree Farms, and enjoy your day. So if families when families do come out, what time should they come out?
for families coming out, they have to schedule it in the front with our front office. Our phone number is on our website, pingreefarms.org, or I believe it's also on our Facebook.
Yes.
They can also message us through Facebook. Um, that is a thing as well. Tours right now we're really short staffed, so we're not doing as many tours as what we're doing volunteer. So the best way to find out what's coming on or going on the farm
Mm-hmm.
is volunteering. But we do have an open house. If that's another way to get a really good tour, is we're having an open house in October.
Okay.
So if you were, I'm not sure exactly what day it's going to be. It's between 2 days. I think I heard they're talking about the 9th because it wasn't a Tigers game.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, you don't want to do it
we
on that
were,
day because everyone's they like sports, mashallah.
right, we didn't want to do it on a sports day because then no one would come. So, I believe it's October 9th. We're going to have an open house, but it will be advertised on our website and our social media. So if everyone follows us and checks out our website, or you can go and fill out our volunteer application or like events or your email on our website, and we will email you whenever we have events or volunteering or certain things coming up.
Right. Yes. I do want to thank you for coming on my show on Everyday People, and also being a part of Walking with Jesus, being a part of the first episode. So for those of you who are watching, make sure you check out the episode with Bridget and her husband. I'm sorry. And yes,
Jimmy Mack?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. And
Yes.
if you can check out the episode on YouTube, Facebook, and all top social media to hear more, about what they're doing. And also, you're going to be checking out Walking with Jesus. And I really, really thank you so much for coming on today. And I really appreciate what you guys are doing for yourself and for the community and for the world. Because, with everyday people, we go international, we go worldwide with our information. So I want to thank you, Habibti Bridget, and I really appreciate your time and I appreciate your support. And I love you. And soon I will be volunteering to weed.
Woo, wonderful. Loving you too. Thanks so much for having us. We
Of
appreciate it.
course, definitely. And you have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your day. And we shall talk soon.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. You are watching Everyday People live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Make sure you like, make sure you follow, and don't forget to share. It's really, really important that you share. Sharing basically expands worldwide, and we want more people to watch Everyday People. We want more people to know about WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And thank you so much for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, always and forever. And I also want to thank our sponsor, Pink Cab Express. And if those of you who want to sponsor the show and make the show grow internationally, worldwide, you can hit this Cash App, capital J 112233, capital W, and this is how you support everyday people via this Cash App. And I want to thank all of you for continuously to support the show on a weekly base, and we are going strong since January. And I bring different guests on the show. Everyday people doing different things, and just introduce you to different and interesting people in this world that are doing things for themselves and that are doing things for the world and their communities. And the people that I interact with, they're not just doing one thing. They're not only focusing on one thing. They're focusing on multiple things. And today is about talking about walking with Jesus. My second podcast that's going to be airing soon. And our next guest is going to be Stephanie from Imaginarium Circus. And she is going to be calling soon. But in the meantime, I wanted to basically continue to talk about how important the show Walking with Jesus. It's going to bring a lot of joy. It's going to bring a lot of happiness. It's going to bring a lot of information to you. Information that you basically, it's like for me, like sometimes like I drive and then I've been like driving certain places for years. Like, mind you, I've been in America for 29 years. And it's like when now in my lifetime that I'm 37 years old, and I'm going to these different places that I was just passing by, and these different businesses that I go, it's like how did I do it to myself? So I'm gonna give you the shortcut. I'm gonna give you the shortcut of what's out here in Michigan. All the international businesses, is gonna be premiered on Walking with Jesus. Things that you never thought really existed or were here in Michigan. And I want to bring a very good reputation to Michigan because we do a lot of things here. And it's just all the negative things are always showcased. Detroit, the crime factory of the world, and it's not even like that. When for me it's different. It's maybe some of those things are happening, but I focus on all the good things that are happening. That's how I live my life. I only focus on the positive things. I do also like keep in mind that there's and I also read about the what's happening in the world and just global things that are happening around the world. But I always keep my mind clear and focused on all the good things. Why not? why not do that? You know, most of the time people focus on the negative things, and you know, with walking with Jesus and the show Everyday People, you know, I want to focus on the good things, and because a lot of the good things are happening, it's just that we as people don't pay attention to the good things that are happening, and this is why you have me in the world, so I can show you, and so I can show you the the world of happiness, of the world of peace, and the world of harmony, and that's how I live inside of me. That's how I live every single day, and you know, my personality comes out in my shows, and you know, it just it's just the different people that I bring onto the show, and you know, the different people that I interact with. They're different people. They're interesting people. They're busy people, and they're doing a lot of things out here. And it's very important that you know we talk about our accomplishments in this world, and we talk about our accomplishments so that we can continue to do that. We can continue, you know, the legacy of doing good in this world, for ourselves and for all of us. You know, 8 billion of us. Because for me, it's like I exist among 8 billion people, in this time being, I exist with 8 billion people. I just want to see 8 billion people happy. That's how I see the world, and I want to share that with the world. So, uh, so that's the beauty of walking with Jesus. That's the beauty with everyday people. And our guest that was on the show is Stephanie, and she's with a group of girls. Um, so there's a group of girls called, there's four of them, Imaginarium Circus, and they are out of Michigan. And this is a group that came together, strong women that came together, even though they're doing like other things in their life, and they're busy, doing other things, but they made sure that they came together and did something for themselves, and for the world. And they just started out, basically, but they've been doing it for a long time. But they started out this show, and not the show. They started out Imaginarium Circus, and they came together, and they train together, and they go to different events together. They perform together, and we're gonna. This is the second episode for with Walking with Jesus, and we're gonna be shooting it at Stephanie's. No, not, we're gonna shoot it at one of their houses, at the backyard, and they do like different acts, acrobats, and just different acts. And if you go back to last week's show, you can see the ladies on the show from Imaginarium Circus, and you can get to know them more. And they're beautiful ladies, just doing beautiful things, and they'll give you the rundown of how they started, and how where what they're gonna do next, and all the shows that they're gonna be on, and all the private events, and how you can book them. If you want to find out more information about them, make sure you check out last week's episode. So there's a lot of great things just happening. But this was one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, is that this journey is a beautiful journey, and in this journey, I met a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of things in this world. Well, some of the things. I'm only 37. I haven't seen everything, but I've seen enough. Okay, to basically be able to give you something interesting, and something that you can relate to, and bring out the best in you. And that's the best thing about everyday people and walking with Jesus, is that it's shows to help you bring out the best in you, and to make you joyful, to make you happy, and to put the smile on your face like this one. So make sure you always stay tuned with the everyday people each week. and we appreciate all of your watching every single week consistently. And in the meantime, we are going to go to my notes. And before we receive the phone call, in the meantime, I also wanted to promote Samantha, who is doing the Holistic Festival on September 10th, 2022. And it's going to be here at the Ralston. It's going to be a huge event. It's oh, there goes thank you for the comment. Thank you for the love. And there goes Stephanie on the phone. Stephanie,
Hi.
how are you doing, Habibti?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Allah doing good. So Stephanie, I was talking about you in a good way.
Oh, fabulous. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show to talk to us about Imaginarium Circus, and remind everyone what you and the beautiful ladies do.
Well, we're circus performers. We are aerialists and we are fire performers. So we do a bunch of different things. For the aerial work, that's all stuff that's in the air. So we do things like the silk and the lyra, which is a big metal circle that we do in the air. There's also another silk thing that's called a hammock,
Yes.
which, so we do a whole bunch of things like that.
Mhm.
And then for our fire performing, we do different apparatuses as well. We have fire fans that we use, fire staff, fire hula hoop. So really anything that you can light on fire is a fantastic prop.
It really is. You guys need to check them out. You do have a YouTube, right?
Yes.
And
Yep,
everyone
we have
can check it on
a
YouTube.
few videos up, and most of our stuff goes onto Instagram and it goes on to Facebook.
Okay, now here's what I want you to tell our beautiful viewers. I want you to walk everyone through the process of all of you coming together to do a show. Like, what is the day like? Like, what do you guys go through to prepare for that show?
Oh, sure. So preparing for a show is, it's a little tricky because we do all of our own choreography. So independently, we choreograph our routines depending on which pieces we're going to do, whether we're going to do fire pieces or aerial pieces. And then on the weekends, we get together.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually early in the morning, especially in the summer. We try to get early morning rehearsals in just because it gets really, really hot, in the afternoon. So when we get together, we, discuss about the order that we want our routines to be in, what'll make the best, the best show overall. Who's going to open the piece? Who's going to close the piece? What pieces are going to be in the middle? And we, have to make sure that somebody's not performing one piece right after the other. So they have a little bit of break in between, to get some water, relax their arms a little bit.
Yeah.
And we also decide who's going to be emceeing, who's going to be announcing each performer as well. So we do all of that on top of the performance.
Wow. So there's a lot of thought that comes with each event.
Absolutely. And depending on the event, whether it's a themed event, we'll want to perform, catered towards the theme, or if we have a free range of styles that people would like to see, that's what we kind of go with.
Yes.
So, and, we have to cater to our audience as well. Are we going to be performing for, a family-friendly function?
Yes.
Where we're going to want to keep things more kid-friendly, more happy, more upbeat? Is it going to be more of an adult function where we can, be a little more risque in our routines? have a little darker music, maybe a little sexier too.
Yeah.
So, it's a bunch of different characters that we get to play depending on the show.
Okay. And my next question is, who do you do it for? All of you. Like the minute you step out, like who, like your intentions, like who do you do it for?
Um, well, I would say, um, we perform for our audience. We want everybody to have a good time. And we perform for ourselves as well. I mean, we all enjoy performing so much. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's great to have, to really connect to the audience as well.
Yes, that's what I was telling my viewers. I was telling them, the ones that I selected to be on Walking with Jesus. You do it for yourself, and you do it for the world, and you do it for the community, and it's to bring
Absolutely.
the love and joy into people's homes and faces.
Yes.
And
Yep.
that's what I was sharing, and then you said it instantly. So
Yeah.
it's like the connection is there.
It is. And it's really fun to, to even inspire people to maybe want to try it too. Like, oh, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. Where do you take classes? How do you learn to do this stuff? Because, if you're not exposed to it, how would you ever even know it might be something, that you would have fun trying?
Yes, so we're gonna
Take some
shoot.
classes.
Definitely. So we're gonna shoot Walking with Jesus, and Imaginarium Circus is the second episode with Walking with Jesus, right?
Yes. Yes, we
And
are.
yes, you guys are. So did you know that I'm gonna be also trying out? So you guys, it's gonna be like shot on camera live. So I'm gonna be
Oh,
doing.
wow.
Yeah, so you guys have to show me a couple of tricks to do and things like that.
Sure.
I really want to try it on camera.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was telling our viewers is that you guys or everyone like that I bring on Walking with Jesus, or like everyday people. You create those. You create the idea, but no one knows the process that you go through to put out a good show, to put out a
Yes.
successful show, and
Mhm.
those are the things that people don't talk about.
No, and it's a lot of things that people just don't realize either. And they're, people think that, oh, you can just, come out and perform. But it takes a lot of thought to go
Yes, and
into each show.
definitely. And that's what I wanted you to share in the last few moments with our audiences. I wanted. So when did you guys come together, and when did you guys like form this group?
We formed this group just a couple months ago. We got asked to perform at the opening of the Ferndale Splash Pad, which was July 16th. So that was our very first performance.
Yes.
But we found out probably about a month before then that we were going to be doing the gig. So we had a good month to really get our pieces down and rehearse quite a bit. And we put on a real show. I was really happy with the way our first show came out.
Yeah. And this was like during the pandemic. You guys created this.
Yeah, this was just a few months ago.
Just a few months ago, and like
Mhm.
now the CDC, they came out with breaking news that everyone is immune to it, mashallah,
Yeah, right.
to COVID. And now we have to worry about monkeypox, right?
I know. Oh goodness, one thing or the other.
But this is why we have Imaginarium Circus to lift out, to take out the stress that you're feeling during these moments, and
Oh yeah.
to get your mind to think about other things that are actually happening out here.
Mhm.
So everyone needs to check out Imaginarium Circus. And can you mention everyone's name on the team?
Yes.
We're gonna do a shout out.
My name's Stephanie.
Yes.
We also have Nikki and Jax and Heather. So there are four of us who perform together, and we're good friends, and we love each other's company. We love each other's creativity, and we work very well together.
And I've never met women circuses before.
I am so glad that we get to be your first experience.
Well, you are my first experience. It's a beautiful experience, and I get to share it, with the world. My first experience gets to be shared with the world.
Yeah, we appreciate it so much. This has been a fabulous opportunity.
Well, I appreciate you. And I wanted to ask you if people want to book you, where should they go?
Yep, you can email us at imagine via Messenger or on Instagram via Messenger as well, both under Imaginarium Circus.
Habibti Stephanie, can you please repeat that one more time?
Yes.
Yes.
You can email us at imaginariumcircus@gmail.com, or you can contact us via Facebook or via Instagram.
Yes.
Both Imaginarium Circus.
Yes. So make sure you check out our last week's episode with Imaginarium Circus. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on all social medias. Make sure you guys share that video with everyone and let everyone know about it. And I am so happy that you guys came together to make us happy out here in this world, because that's exactly what we need. We need joy.
Thank you.
We need you. Is what I'm trying to say to you. We really need you. This world needs.
And we need you guys too. We need everybody.
Yes. So make sure you check out Imaginarium Circus, and thank you, Habibti Stephanie, so much for accepting to be on today's live, and thank you so much for also accepting to be on Walking with Jesus. To showcase what you guys do, behind the camera, behind the scenes, and the process that you guys go through to put on a great show, a wonderful show for everyone to enjoy. And we will talk soon, and thank you so much. And say hi to the ladies. Send all my love to them.
I absolutely will. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see you in a couple weeks.
Well, I can't wait to see you too.
Yep.
Yeah, well, take care. Love you.
Yeah, love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So this is the episode with me talking about Walking with Jesus. And again, to remind you, Walking with Jesus is a show, a positive show, to showcase all the international businesses here in Michigan, and the different businesses that basically opened up before and after the pandemic, and it's to showcase all the nice things that are going on, and all the we're gonna talk about with Walking with Jesus, the process that they went through to open up their business and open up their doors for everyone to come and enjoy. Because we don't intentionally do it, but we're humans, and we forget about the process or the things that we have to go through to create, or first it's an idea on a piece of paper, and then that idea becomes into a real building, and then that real building is occupied by real people, and when it's occupied by real people, it's people go in and out of it, so and do business with each other, and people here in Michigan, I want to showcase how they came together to basically put their businesses and bring it out to the community, and to share their ideas with everyone, because we're spiritual beings, so we have something to share. We have an idea, and we have an idea that will help us and help other people come together and bind us together, and work together. And that's the whole entire purpose I feel behind my existence, at least. And I want to bring joy and happiness to everyone. And I want to promote love, peace, and harmony in the world. And in the last 5 minutes, I want to take these last 5 minutes to continuously to thank all of you for watching and being dedicated every single week since January, and now we are in August, mid August, and it's been 8 beautiful months. Definitely a journey with different guests on everyday people, and the blessing of the other podcasts, Walking with Jesus, and just bringing different types of people that have something to offer to themselves and to the world. And this is what it's all about. This is a part of like my mission in this world, to basically bring out the best, and to bring good change. We A lot of people talk about the change, but the change can only happen when you start it. And this is something that I basically contemplated for a long time, but it manifested, when it was supposed to manifest. And I knew it was a process, and I knew it was going to